Now let's study about the two types of cell divisions and differences between them. Cell division is of two kinds, mitosis and meiosis. Mitosis division occurs in the somatic cells or in the vegetative cells of the body, whereas meiosis occurs in the reproductive cells of the body. More than 99% of our body cells are somatic or vegetative in nature, whereas only few cells inside our gonads, that is testes in males and ovary in females, these are the gonads, only few specialized cells in them are the reproductive cells. So most of our body cells are somatic cells and they showed mitotic division, whereas few cells are reproductive cells, that is cells inside testes and ovary. They are the reproductive cells and they show meiosis. Primary purpose of mitosis is to help in growth of the cell, in repair of the cell, in replacement of worn out cells, or to help in asexual reproduction. If you remember, in lower organisms like bacteria, one bacteria divides into two or one amoeba divides into two by the process of binary fission. This kind of division is as an example of mitotic division. So purpose of mitosis is for growth, for repair, for replacement and for asexual reproduction. In which organisms? In lower organisms mitosis occurs, whereas meiosis occurs for gamete formation in sexual reproduction. Where sexual reproduction has to occur, gametes have to be formed or sex cells have to be formed, like sperms in males and ova in females. These gametes or sex cells are formed by the process of meiosis. In mitosis, two daughter cells are formed. This division, which has been shown here, is an example of mitotic division in which one parent cell forms two daughter cells. So only two daughter cells are formed in mitosis, whereas meiosis consists of two sets of divisions. From one parent cell, first two daughter cells are formed and these two daughter cells in turn undergo another division or the second division to form two more. So overall in meiosis, how many daughter cells are formed? Four daughter cells are formed. So if we have to compare the number of daughter cells formed, mitosis consists of only one division in which two daughter cells are formed, whereas meiosis consists of two successive divisions in which four daughter cells are formed. Mitosis is called an equational division, which means daughter cells have same number of chromosomes as the parent cell. Let's try to understand this. Say human body, our nucleus contains 46 chromosomes. Contains 46 chromosomes. So if we are talking of only mitosis in which one parent cell is there which has 46 chromosomes or 23 pairs, if it forms two daughter cells, they would also have same number of chromosomes, that is 46 or 23 pairs of chromosomes. Such a cell which has double set of chromosomes is called a diploid cell and is represented as 2n. It forms two daughter cells which are also 2n and 2n. And how did this happen? Remember, before division, cell had doubled up its contents. So already there were 46 chromosomes, but they were having the genetic component of how much? 92. 92. In number they appeared 46, but they were having double the genetic content. That is why it could be divided into two daughter cells having same number of chromosomes. We'll discuss the details later. Whereas in meiosis, there are two successive divisions and this is called a reduction division. The first division is reduction division because daughter cells have half the number of chromosomes as the parent cell. Let's try to understand here what is happening. 46 chromosomes in the parent cell, daughter cells get 23 and 23. Now these daughter cells undergo further division. Again, second division. This is not going to become 11 and a half. Okay, no further reduction. This remains 23 and this also 23, this 23, and this 23. So from my meiosis, this is the parent cell. Final product is 4 daughter cells. Each daughter cell has half the number of chromosomes than the parent cell. The first division in meiosis is the reduction division. Reduction occurred in first division only from 46, 23, and 23. The second division in meiosis is equational division and can be compared to mitotic division. Remember, mitosis is an equational division and meiosis is a reduction division. So first division of meiosis, because meiosis has two divisions, is reduction division and second is equational division. But since in meiosis final product is 4 daughter cells and each daughter cell has half the number of chromosomes as the parent cell, therefore overall we call meiosis as a reduction division. Now question arises, what is the need for this reduction? We all know that during sexual reproduction a process occurs which is called fertilization. Now in fertilization one male gamete fuses with a female gamete to produce a zygote. And a new individual, that is us, we develop from the zygote. So the sperm fuses with the ova. The sperm and the ova both have to be in a haploid condition. A cell whose nucleus has two sets of chromosomes, that is in pairs, is 2n or diploid. Whereas here what cells are formed? With only a single set of chromosomes, that is half of this, is referred to as haploid. It is very important that gametes are haploid in nature, so that 23 fuses with 23 to get a zygote which is 2n or 46. I am talking only about human beings just now. 46 chromosomes is the number for human beings. Every creature has its own fixed number of chromosomes. So we are discussing a case of human beings. So n fuses with n to get 2n. What would happen if meiosis wouldn't occur? If meiosis was not occurring and only mitosis was occurring in our body, what would happen? These gametes formed would have 46 each. 46 chromosomes of sperm would fuse with 46 of ova and form 92 chromosomes, and a genetic abnormality would occur because human beings are supposed to have only 46 chromosomes or 23 pairs of chromosomes. So this is the purpose of meiosis. It helps in gamete formation and helps in formation of haploid gametes, so that when two haploid gametes fuse, the original diploid condition can be restored, represented as 2n. So this is the main purpose, and during sexual reproduction, inside the reproductive cells only meiosis occur for gamete formation, and these gametes contain half the number of chromosomes as the parent cell. Rest everywhere in your body, say your skin gets cut or injured. So which division is occurring? Mitosis. For repair, for growth, for replacement of worn out cells, everywhere mitosis. So these are the differences between the two. Site of occurrence: somatic cells, reproductive cells. Purpose, criteria is given for growth, repair, replacement, and asexual reproduction in lower organisms, for gamete formation during sexual reproduction. Third criteria, number of daughter cells formed. 2 daughter cells are formed, 4 daughter cells are formed. Next criteria, number of divisions occurring. 1 division, which is equational. Meiosis, 2 divisions. First one is reduction, I have not mentioned. Second is equational. But overall we call meiosis as a reduction division. Why? In mitosis, daughter cells have same number of chromosomes as the parent cell. That is, parent cell would be 2n and daughter cells would also be 2n. So why is mitosis called an equational division? Because daughter cells formed have the same number of chromosomes as the parent cell. Whereas in case of meiosis, why is it called a reduction division? Because daughter cells formed have half the number of chromosomes as the parent cell. So these are the differences between mitosis and meiosis summed up.